Jordan High School for High School Rewind. Game of the week. I am Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us. Our matchup, the Jordan Beetdiggers and the West Jordan Jaguars. Welcome, everybody. So glad to have you along with us. Got a big region matchup tonight between West Jordan and Jordan, two teams who in the preseason were looking very, very good, but the start of region play have been very difficult as they played probably three of the four best teams in this region in Bingham, Brighton, Copper Hills, and Alta between the two of them, and they come into this game 0-3. One of these teams looking to get off the schneid, get things moving in region play, and these are two solid teams who each show three scorers who average nearly double-digit points between all three of them. Let's start first with the West Jordan Jaguars. West Jordan led by Connor Oniki, who averages 11.5 points a game, Jacob Lowry, who averages 10.8 points a game, and Dallas Winberg, who averages 9 points a game. These three players have to play very well tonight to give West Jordan a chance to get this region win because they're on the road taking on Jordan, and Jordan is a team that can score a lot of points, and they too have a three-headed monster of players that are leading their scores, but these players are all in double digits. And Calvin Hayward, who's averaging 12.8 points a game. Spencer Curtis, remember him from the football season, a part of our all-state team at wide receiver, and then Tanner Monson, who's averaging 11.9 points a game. And these three players have to play well tonight. They get Jordan off the schneid in region play and get moving in the right direction. We know our teams, some players to look out for, and a couple of keys to the game. We come back, it'll be opening tip-off. You are watching High School Rewind only on Xfinity On Demand. Now we're set for opening tip-off. West Jordan in the road blacks. Dallin Jamison set to jump it up against Tanner Monson. Jamison controls the tap. Winberg hands back to Jacob Lowry. And we'll start with the Jaguars. Into the corner. That's Dallas Winberg up top with Connor Oniki. Here's Tristan Peterson handing back to Jacob Lowry. Lowry out top to Dallas Winberg. Open three is short off the hands of Peterson. On the push now with Tanner Monson and the Diggers. Monson pirouette toward the baseline. Give it up underneath. Hitting the deck to Sam Ashman. Thought he'd get the call, didn't get it. Now down the floor with Jacob Lowry. Lowry has that ball slapped away, but then tracked down. Nice defense from Spencer Curtis. Here's Peterson along the baseline. Try to kick it back up top. That's off the hands, I believe, off of West Jordan there. Say no, off the hands of Ashman. And we'll stay with West Jordan. For those who didn't understand the earlier reference, Chris Berman. A little Chris Berman reference here. Up top with Winberg, giving it up to Peterson. Oh, nice crossover down the lane. And can't finish it. That's actually Dallas Winberg. And now back down the floor after the rebound with Stockton Christensen. Outside, Calvin Hayward. Now dropping inside to Tanner Monson. Inside out to Christensen. Back inside Monson. Nice move up and under. Takes the bump and finishes. First points of the ball game coming from Tanner Monson. It's an and one opportunity. Monson for the +1. Can't convert. And that's out of bounds off of Ashman. Full court pressure from the Diggers. Here's Lowry going to try to break it on the dribble. Has to reverse out. Back to Lowry. Lowry ahead to Winberg. Winberg loses the handle. Now picked up by Hayward. Hayward gives it up. Three on the way from Monson. And Monson with 5 points. And the Diggers lead 5-0. Lowry gets it across the timeline to Stockton Christensen. Kick it back up top. Down the hands. Peterson losing the handle. Kicks it back up top. Farming Dallas Winberg. Winberg has that ball picked off by Spencer Curtis. Going the other way. Curtis with Lowry. And Curtis converts. A tough layup, nice contest from Lowry. Nice job by Curtis again, that up and in, and we got a charge on the other end on Lowry. Monson drew the charge. Second team foul on the Jaguars. So after the charge, down the floor with the Diggers, here's Spencer Curtis. Curtis up top, Ashman. Ashman hanging off the screen of Monson. Gets back up to him. Monson with 5 of the 7 points for the Diggers to get started here tonight. Monson drop it in to to Hayward. Hayward working on Lowry, gets by him, gets fouled, and count the bucket. Lowry with 2 quick fouls and the 13th foul on the Jaguars. And it's a +1 opportunity for Hayward. Tough Coach Briggs had to pull Lowry so early in the ball game as Calvin Hayward converts the 3-point play. It's now 10-0 Diggers. 5:10 remaining in the opening quarter. Up the floor, Peterson loses the handle, picked up by Hayward. Diggers got numbers out in the corner to Curtis. That's off the mark, and we got hit the strap, and we'll go the other way with the Jaguars. After the timeout, four-court pressure still applied by the Beetdiggers. Peterson will bring it up the floor. 4:50 remaining in the opening quarter. Peterson hands off to Connor Oniki. Oniki hanging on the pivot. Gets it up top to Dallas Winberg. Winberg on the baseline. Naliai. And just like that, Kenan Naliai gets the Jaguars on the board, 10-2. Hayward tried to wrap it around. They get him with a travel. So turnover by the Diggers. Go the other way with the Jaguars. Peterson token pressure from Stockton Christensen. Oniki got caught in the air. Nice defense by Curtis. Now in the hands of Hayward. Hayward hands back. Monson looking for 3. Too strong, and it goes over the top. And we'll go the other way with West Jordan. Again, token pressure. The Jaguars realize just keeping the ball in the hands of Peterson. We'll see if Jordan decides to switch up that full court press into a trap. Kicked up top. Winberg. Peterson now Naliai, drop it inside. Jamison kicked it back up to Winberg, and Winberg is going to be fouled by Stockton Christensen. First team foul on the Diggers. Naliai gets it in to Tristan Peterson. Byron Banks, number 34, number 35, Sam Ahananu coming on for Coach Briggs. Here's Naliai. Now Peterson. Up top with Jordan Lowry. Naliai, Oniki for 3. Leaves it short, tipped up. Ahananu couldn't get it, ball still loose. And now picked up by Spencer Curtis. Curtis quick at the floor, trying to go ball flake and travels. Got caught there, could have made the pass. Timeout, Coach Briggs. 3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. So after the timeout from Coach Briggs, the court pressure still on. They're trapping. Lowry mishandled, able to track it back, track it down. Ahanonu hangs on. Now Peterson up top, Naliai. And they're going to get Spencer Curtis with the foul. Second team foul on the Diggers. Get it into Naliai. Looks off the screen, inside out to Lowry. Lowry dribbles down the lane, floated up too strong, and a rebound taken by Hayward. Hayward on the push ahead to Christensen. In the corner, cross court to Curtis, slapped away. Peterson going up against Christensen, floated up short. Missed opportunity there for the Jaguars, and there haven't been many for them in the opening quarter. 2:15 now remaining. Here's Hayward. Hayward with 3 points, kicks it out to Spencer Curtis. Curtis along the baseline will float it up and score it. Spencer Curtis now with 4. In a game earlier this year, we scored 32 against Cottonwood. Oniki gets on the board. And now 12-4 with 1:50 remaining in the opening frame. Hayward hands off to Drew List, now over to Curtis. Into the corner, Christensen. And Christensen from downtown giving the Diggers an 11-point lead, 15-4. Lowry kicks it out to Naliai. Off the screen, Peterson, now back in the corner to Lowry. Oniki. And now we got a foul away from the ball. And that'll be against Jordan. That'll be the 13th foul on the Beetdiggers. Naliai triggers into Lowry, playing with 2 fouls. Over to Naliai for 3. Leaves it short, and the rebound taken by Lisk. And they're going to say keep it here off the hands of Sam Ahononu, and we'll stay here. Naliai to trigger. Gets it into Ahononu, and he gets it back to Winberg. Winberg drive hard to the hole. 3 defenders there. He's fouled and one. Nice take and finish by Dallas Winberg. Got the bump and bucket. He'll go to line looking for the three-point play. Winberg for the +1. Leaves it off the rim, and that's off the foot of Lisk. Saved by Monson. Quickly on the push now. Here's Spencer Curtis. Back to Connor Monson. Monson hands back to Lisk. Lisk terminates, kicks it up top. Now Curtis. Oh, lob into Monson. Nice ball work. Nice ball movement. Nice job of getting the front of the defender. Lob over the top, an easy 2 for Monson, who has 7 in the quarter. Here's Lowry. Into the corner, Naliai. Now to Lowry, who's swinging around. In the hands of Jacob Lowry. That pass picked off by Curtis. Going the other way, Curtis contested by Naliai, and he's able to finish. 6 points for Curtis. Got 10 seconds left in the quarter. 19-6 lead to the Diggers. Winberg along the baseline. Nice ball fake. Winberg lays it up and in. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Jackson gets to the Curtis. 1 second. Count if it goes. And at the end of 1, it's Jordan 19, West Jordan 8. Start of the second quarter and an 11-point lead for the Diggers. Isaiah Jackson handing off to Josh Christensen. Kicks it out to Lisk and hands off to Spencer Curtis. Very fast first quarter. And a good quarter for Monson, who had 7. Spencer Curtis had 6. Hands off Jackson. Jackson back to Curtis. 4-3. Lips out and rebound out of the hands of Monson into the hands of Naliai. Naliai pushing, gives up Winberg. Winberg terminates, floats it up, kicks out. That kind of half thus far for the Jaguars. Looking at the floor with Isaiah Jackson. Reverses out to Curtis and will set up the offense. Isaiah Jackson goes out into the corner to Curtis. Cross court, Lisk. Lisk hard to the hole, off the window and scores. Nice take and finish for Drew Lisk. And he's got a player with the band on. Full court pressure and now trapping. Jacob Lowry, nice find inside and can't finish. Jordan Lowry will go to line to shoot 2 free throws. 15 foul on Jordan. First free throw good from Lowry. The second good as well. Minute into the second quarter, 21-10 the lead for the Diggers. Jackson ahead to Lisk. Kicks it out, Hayward. Hayward trying to get back to Lisk, knocked out of bounds by Winberg. 6:50 remaining in the half. Oh, errant pass looking for Hayward, and we'll go the other way with West Jordan. Naliai trying to break it on the dribble and does. Out to Lowry, Jacob Lowry for 3. That's off the mark, rebound taken by Curtis. Curtis trying to get that to Lisk. Lowry with the steal and able to save it along the sideline. Lowry ahead, goes right at Curtis. Can't finish, in the rebound taken by Hayward. Missed opportunities, and again Lowry with the strip. Jordan Lowry gives it up Naliai, and the Jaguars will reset. Up top of Winberg. Winberg will step into an open 3, back rimmed. And that should be a travel, and it will be rebound taken by Tuia, and it will stay here. Inbound into Naliai. Opportunities for West Jordan, unable to cash in on him. In the lane, kicks out. 3 on the way and short from Mizrahi. Now down the floor with Christensen. The line back, Curtis, cross court to Ashman. Ashman to Hayward. Nobody home for that pass, but picked up by Ashman. Reset, 5:40 now on the clock. Here's Hayward. Hayward trying to kick it back out. Picked off by Winberg. Winberg hangs on, hands back to Lowry. Lowry and Naliai. Wimberg. Into the corner. Lowry drives the baseline, gives up Jordan Lowry. And Jordan Lowry puts it up and in. Timeout, Jordan. 5:14 remaining in the half. 21-12, Diggers. So after the timeout, back down the floor. Connor Monson, trap comes from Naliai, gets it up top to Ashman. Ashman hard to the hole, can't finish. Tuia could hang on to it. Ashman can't get the putback, and the rebound taken by Jacob Lowry. Lowry ahead, Wimberg. Wimberg down the lane and is fouled. Let's see if they call it on the shot. And I believe it might be on the floor. Did call it on the shot. First from Wimberg was no good. Back rims the second. Rebound taken by the Jaguars. It was Mersassi, I believe, was the rebound. Naliai into the corner. Cross court, Wimberg. Now up top, Naliai. Hard to the hole, Jacob Lowry wide off the backboard. Rebound taken by Christensen. Christensen on the push. And that ball picked off. Jordan Lowry going the other way. He able to control himself, was fouled by Ashman. And it'll be 2 free throws for Jordan Lowry. 4:19 remaining in the half. Lowry missed the first. And lips out the second. Tough shooting night to get started in this first half. Pretty close to a backcourt violation by Christensen, but into the hands of Wimberg. Going the other way. Wimberg inside out, Jordan Lowry. Up top, Peterson, now Wimberg, now Naliai. Naliai will pull for 3 and leaves it short. Rebound taken by Stockton Christensen. Curtis, cross-court Ashman. He gets up top to Connor Monson. Now reset with Stockton Christensen. Spencer Curtis. Curtis hard to the hole, floated up, too strong. And the rebound taken by Mizrahi. Wimberg, now Naliai. Mentioned tough shooting to get started in this game for Jordan. And Jordan Lowry couldn't get that 3 to fall. Back down the floor with the Diggers. Here's Hayward. Out to Stockton Christensen. Now in the corner to Connor Monson. Monson goes to the hole and is fouled. We'll see if that goes to Lowry or if it goes to Mizrahi. First free throw was no good. Second good from Connor Monson. 22-12. 2:50 remaining in the half. Back down the floor with the Jaguars. Drop it inside to Peterson. Peterson wraps around Oniki. Now Naliai. Naliai down the lane, kicks it out. Mizrahi. Mid-range J is off the mark. A rebound taken by Spencer Curtis. Connor Monson. Oh, nice move. Setting up Mizrahi for that drive as Connor Monson lays it up and in. 24-12. Kick it up top. Peterson. Out Naliai now in the corner. Up top, Oniki pulls for 3, and that's off the mark. Quick possessions, and now a foul on Naliai. 15th foul on the Jaguars. Back down the floor. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Stockton Christensen floats it up, can't get it to go, and the rebound taken by Peterson, and Peterson is fouled. It'll be 1-on-1 free throws for West Jordan. Hit the front end of 1-on-1, and Peterson hits them both. 24-14, 1:55 remaining in the half. Hayward in the middle of the floor to Monson. Christensen back to Monson. Into the corner, Curtis. Up top, Monson. Monson down the lane. Kicks it out, Curtis. Cross court, Hayward. 1:35 now remaining. Christensen back to Hayward. That ball slapped away and now taken by Naliai. He gives it up No, they get him with a charge. Tough call to take a Hayward, still sliding under. It'll be an offensive foul against West Jordan. So after the charge, 1:20 remaining. Down to 1:15. Lisk up top. And the wing with Curtis. Baseline jumper, too strong. Tipped out by Oniki. He got it in the hands of Winberg down the lane. Had it slapped away and gets it back. Kicks it up top, Naliai, now to Peterson. Peterson, now Oniki. Swing around, Naliai, Oniki. Now Peterson. He terminates, kicks back up top. 40 seconds remaining. We got a foul on Connor Monson. There'll be one-on-one free throws for the Jaguars. First free throw good from Ahanoonu. And he makes them both. 40 seconds remaining in the half. Back down the floor with Stockton Christensen. Cross court, Hayward. Hands off to Curtis. Back to Hayward in the corner. Hayward down the baseline. And they're going to get a block underneath the hoop against Peterson. And that'll be one-on-one free throws for the Diggers. First free throw was good from Hayward. Grimson gets a shooter's touch on the second. That ball died on the back, on the buckle. Inbound to Naliai. 22nd minute, the half ball stolen by Curtis. Curtis has it slapped away, picked up by Isaiah Jackson, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Jackson missed the first free throw. Lips out the second as well. Rebound Hayward, and Hayward fouled by Oniki. It'll be Hayward now shooting 2 free throws. Hayward hits both free throws, 28-16. 20.6 remaining in the half. Peterson gets it in, Winberg. Able to break it on the dribble, gets it up ahead, Oniki. Oniki, nice ball fake, can't finish. And the rebound still fought for Ahanoonu. Gets it out, Oniki for 3, and Oniki breaks the top of the jar, but finally out of some distance. 3 seconds now remaining. Monson at the buzzer, and leaves it short. And at the end of 2 quarters, Beetdiggers 28, Jaguars 19. High School Rewind is excited to have Nudge as our Player of the Game sponsor. Nudge is one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. With over 500 employees, Nudge is one of the largest contributors of volunteer community outreach programs. To learn more about Nudge and their program, visit www.nudge.com. Start of the second half, and as poorly as the Jaguars shot in the first half, they're in this ball game trailing by 9 points. Oniki for 3, and that lips out. The putback by Peterson was 3/4 of the way down and got out. There's no deflate gate with that basketball. Back down the floor with Ashman. Kicks it up top to Stockton Christensen. Now Spencer Curtis. Curtis hard to the hole, left hand too strong. Rebound Monson, and he's fouled. It's a tough one for the Jags to take there. It'll be inbound along the baseline. Johnson gets it into Christensen. Up top, Hayward. Now Monson. Monson a strong first half. Took a bump, no call, slapped it out of bounds, and we'll go with the Jags. Monson frustrated with no call. I think he had a pretty good case there. He got bumped on the shot. Here's Oniki. Oniki up top, Peterson. Now in the hands of Winberg. Winberg, 4-3. That's off the mark, back of the iron. The rebound taken by Christensen into the hands of Curtis. Curtis, cross court, Hayward. Hayward will jump it up and score it. 30-19, 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. Back down the floor with Lowry. Jacob Lowry had 2 fouls in the early moments of this ball game. Might have stunted the offense a little bit for the Jags to not have their lead guard on the floor. Working on Spencer Curtis. series of ball moves. Cross court, Winberg, now Peterson. Peterson to Winberg. Here's Jacob Lowry. Now Peterson. Give it up, Winberg. And they'll reset the offense. Peterson kicks out Winberg, 4-3, back iron. That kind of night, staying that kind of night. Back down the floor. Monson hands back to Hayward. Back in Monson. Nice move on Oniki, and he lays it up and in. And Tanner Monson, apologize, been calling the wrong name throughout this game. Trying to get these names down. Winberg, jump it up, no. And it's out of bounds off of West Jordan. We'll go with the Diggers. Oh, nice into Tanner Monson. And Monson reverses and scores. Tanner Monson, too much to handle tonight for the Jags. 34-19 the lead for the Diggers. 5:07 remaining in the third. Out of the timeout. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Jaguars still looking to get this offense on track tonight. Oniki. Now Lowry. Winberg. Peterson gets it back to Winberg. Oniki thought about three and had to hang on. Peterson, cross court, Lowry. Pirouette toward the hole. Thought he'd get a foul call and didn't. Tanner Monson with the board. Gets it stolen by Lowry. And Lowry will lay it up and in. Lowry's stick-to-itiveness gets him that bucket. 34-21. 4:25 remaining in the quarter. Lob in to Monson. Monson kicks out Hayward. Ashman. And it'll be Hayward for three. And Hayward knocks down the triple. 37-21. Back down the floor. Peterson pull up Jay. And Peterson able to get off the schneid. 37-23. Ashman up top with Monson. Monson left that one well short, but rebound to Ashman. Into the corner, Curtis. Hard to hold, takes a bump, no call, gets it back and can't finish. Rebound to Monson and one. Nice job of Monson coming through, getting the offensive board. He takes the bump and bucket, and he'll go to the line. And Monson completes the three-point play. Monson now with 17. Lowry trying to blink it on the dribble, gets it ahead to Winberg. Jags had numbers. Winberg floats it up too strong, wild shot. And now on the push with the Diggers. Here's Hayward. Hayward in the corner to Christensen. Cross court, Ashman. Here's Hayward. Nice ball move. In the lane, floated up, no. Rebound taken by Lowry. Lowry ahead of Winberg. Spencer Curtis on his hip. Winberg finishes the bucket. It's a foul on Spencer Johnson. And it's an and one opportunity for the Jags. First team foul in the second half on the Diggers. +1 opportunity for the Jaguars. Winberg back rims a free throw. Missed opportunities throughout the night for West Jordan. Curtis hands back to Christensen. Ashman lob in to Monson. Monson does a nice job of getting the bump. Peterson tried drawing the charge. I thought the referee wisely hanging on to that one. Not blowing the whistle. 42-25. 19 points now for Monson. Jordan Lowry rather, can't finish. Now in the hands of Tanner Monson. Monson dribbles off his foot. And then they got a foul on the trail. Christensen gets it in. Spencer Curtis along the baseline, can't finish. And Oniki with the board. Oniki on the push. Hands back Lowry. Jacob Lowry down the teeth of the defense. He can't convert, but is fouled. They'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw, no good. And the second goes in and out. A rebound to Lisk. Put it down the floor with Hayward. Hayward gives it up to Johnson. Pump fake goes hard to the hole. Defenders are there, swatted away by Lowry, and then got a foul call. It'll be 2 free throws for Spencer Curtis. First free throw, no good. And the second for Curtis. He gets it to go. 43-25, 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Full court pressure back on from the Diggers. Naliai ahead, Oniki, 2-on-1. Oniki, almost got caught trying to be too tricky. But a layup for Jacob Lowry nonetheless. 43-27. Feed inside to Lisk, and he can't finish. And it'll be 2 free throws coming to Lisk. Lisk hit the first. And it's the second. Clip the floor. Oniki will pull for 3, and Oniki hits the triple. Been a quiet night for Oniki. He's got 8 points. 45-30. Spencer Johnson inside to Hayward. Takes a flyby and then a foul. Thought it might be a block, but Mizrahi gets called for the foul. First free throw was good for Hayward. It was Spencer Curtis, not to be mixed up with Spencer Johnson, who we will see with the American Fort Caton men. Mizrahi ahead to Lowry. Lowry in the middle of the floor. Naliai stolen by Spencer Curtis. Back down the floor with Curtis. 1:10 on the clock. That one slapped away by Naliai off the feet of Lowry and will stay here. Lisk quickly in to Monson. Monson gets the pump fake and then a foul. I believe they're going to Oniki. First free throw, Monson good. Second good as well. 49-30. Monson now with 21. Naliai loses the handle, picked up by Lisk. And Lisk gets in the hands of Hayward. 50 seconds now remaining in the quarter. Hayward along the baseline, Christensen. Christensen to Lisk, down the lane, Lisk to the hole, and one! Nice take and finish by Drew Lisk. And it's now a 21-point lead for the Diggers. +1 opportunity here for Drew Lisk. And now 22-point lead. Winberg. And Winberg draws a foul on Isaiah Jackson. Third team foul on the Diggers in the half. Mizrahi gets it in to Lowry. Lowry down the lane. And Lowry able to finish. Nice take and finish by Jacob Lowry. It'll be a +1 opportunity. The +1 free throw. Rattles in and out. And the rebound was taken in on a foul. Byron Banks. Check that was Ahan Onu who was fouled on the play. Naliai gets the ball in. Mizrahi. Back to Mizrahi, now up top Winberg. Jake Lowry, now Naliai. Naliai in the lane. Will jump it up and score it. Kenan Naliai. 10 seconds now remaining in the quarter. Christensen gives it up to Hayward. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Hayward at the buzzer, and it's off the mark. At the end of 3, Jordan leads 32-34. Start of the fourth quarter, Isaiah Jackson gets it back to Lisk. 18-point lead to start the quarter for the Beetdiggers, looking to get their first region win of the season. Hayward travels along the baseline and go the other way with the Jags. Peterson. Back to Oniki. Now on the angle. Drop it in. Ahan Onu is fouled and they'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Ahan Onu's second. Lips out on the rebound. Loose and then taken by Christensen. Back down the floor with the Beetdiggers. Stockton Christensen into the hands of Spencer Curtis. Cross court, Josh Christensen. Here's Stock. Try to lob it along the baseline. Gets it to Drew Lisk, who can't finish. Gets his own board, kicks it out to Stockton Christensen. Spencer Curtis back in the corner, Lisk. Trap comes from the Jags and able to get out of it. Curtis floated up with a player on the floor, Onu, I believe, on the floor, twisted his ankle. And we'll have an official timeout. Quickly back down the floor after the timeout. Outside Naliai, now to Oniki. Oniki in the corner, Peterson. And Peterson able to hit the three, 52-38. 6:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jaguars going to try to pick up the pressure. Up top, Christensen back to Lisk. And the ball stopped away by Naliai and a foul. Been an easy 2. 6.5 remaining, and it'll be 1-1 free throws. Lisk got both free throws, 54-38 our score. Lowry played on the floor, Winberg for 3, and Winberg knocks down the long range 3. Pulls the Jags within 13, 54-41, back-to-back possessions with threes. Moss has the ball stripped away, Oniki ahead to Winberg. Winberg goes right at Christensen, can't finish, gets his own board, goes up, swatted away by Ashman. Trap kicks it out, Oniki for 3, and off the mark to the left. Naliai couldn't save it in, and we'll go the other way. Ashman kicks it back to Christensen. Hands off to Hayward, picked off by Lowry. Ashman going to give chase. Lowry to the hole, and Jacob Lowry lays it up and in, 54-43, 5:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Christensen to Monson. Monson hands back to Stockton Christensen. Now Hayward. Hayward hard to the hole and finishes. Nice take and finish by Hayward. Now with 16 points. And it'll be Digger ball. Peterson trying to move too quickly, stepped over the end line. Big missed opportunity, 56-43, and a chance to extend. Hayward has that one stolen by Naliai. Ball still loose, picked up by Lowry. He can't control it. He slides out of bounds. It breaks. This will continue to go the way of the Diggers. 5:10 remaining in the fourth quarter, 56-43. A lot of effort being put out by the Jaguars, just unable to cash in their opportunities. Lisk, backside Ashman. Ashman left it short, thought he was going to get fouled. Lowry loses the ball, but they're going to give it back to the Jags. 13-point deficit. Winberg in the corner, Oniki. Oniki to Peterson. Peterson for 3, and Peterson hits his second of the quarter. 56-46, inside of 4:40. Down to 4:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Jags have a run in them. Curtis to Christensen. Looks like they're going to spread it out and try to eat clock, speaking of the Diggers. Cross court, Spencer Curtis. Curtis dribbles out into the corner. Jackson along the baseline to Monson, reverses and scores. 23 points for Tanner Monson. Ahead to Winberg. Winberg hard to the hole and is fouled. And it'll be 2 free throws for Winberg. And gets the second. 58-47, 4:10 remaining. Up the floor now with Christensen and Lisk. Here's Lisk, trying to go to the hole. Peterson picks off the pass intended for Jackson. Tristan Peterson gives it up to Jacob Lowry. Lowry makes a move. And then a foul on Tanner Monson. It'll be 1-1 free throws for Jacob Lowry. Lowry back rims the front end of 1-1. They've got to score points at the clock stop to make a comeback. Curtis gives it up to Monson again. It'll be keep away from with the Diggers trying to run a lot of clock. Kick it out to Curtis. 3.5 remaining. That ball in the hands of Christensen. Hayward back out to Christensen for 3. Back rim to rebound taken by Hayward. And the jump ball in the possession arrow belongs to West Jordan. 3:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Winberg terminates, gives out to Peterson inside to Naliai. Naliai gives a To Lowry along the baseline, no. Tough night for Jacob Lowry. Back down the floor with the Diggers and a chance to possibly put a nail in this thing. Up 11. Jackson looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Goes cross court to Curtis. Stockton Christensen just got that ball to Jackson. Spencer Curtis down the lane, can't finish. Monson with the follow, can't get it to go. Follows his own shot, gets his own rebound again. Misses, gets it again, and is finally fouled. And Tanner Monson with a little stat stuffing opportunity will go to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw good from Monson. Second good as well. 25 points for Tanner Monson. 2:35 remaining in the fourth quarter, 13-point lead. Up top, Peterson. Get up Naliai. Jordan on their way to their first region win of the season. And it'll be a foul on the floor and one-on-one free throws coming to Naliai. Front end of one-on-one was good from Naliai. The second back rim. Rebound to Spencer Curtis. 2:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. 12-point lead. And the ball and plus the possession arrow for the Diggers. Looks like they're going to get their first region win of the season. Monson loses the handle and will go the other way. Quickly down the floor. Lowry gives it up to Winberg. Winberg to Peterson. He's got 2 threes in the quarter. Peterson working on a pivot, kicks it out to Lowry. Lowry. Pump fake and score. 10-point ball game, 60-50, 155 and counting. Spencer Curtis gives it up to Monson. And Monson's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Monson at the first free throw had a lane violation on the second. 61-50, 145 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's 26 points in the game for Tanner Monson. Peterson gives it up. Mazrisi. Now Naliai. Naliai kicks out Lowry. Lowry terminates. Got to get rid of the ball. Gives it up to Peterson. Peterson hard to the hole. Leaves it short. Rebound to Jackson. Lowry with the steal. Lowry around Jackson. Can't finish. Rebound to Peterson. Peterson back to Lowry. Here's Naliai. Now Peterson. 105 remaining in a 11-point ball game. Winberg will pull and no, it rolls off. It'll be 2 free throws coming to Winberg. First free throw good from Winberg. And it's a 9-point ball game. 61-52 with 1 minute remaining. Christensen takes a timeout. 58.7 remaining in the fourth. 9-point ball game. Diggers lead. It's out of the timeout. 58.7 remaining. Inbound to Hayward. Hayward trapped along the baseline and we'll have another timeout from the Diggers. 55.5 remaining. So do it again out of the timeout. 55.5 remaining. Get it in to Monson. Monson over to Jackson. Now cross court to Curtis. Not seeing a foul come up yet. And there's a foul from Naliai, and he'll put Hayward at the line to shoot 2. First free throw good from Hayward. Back rim's the second. Rebound to Spencer Curtis. And I'll get it out to Lisk. And the Diggers will try to run this thing out as it'll be 2 free throws coming away of Stockton Christensen. First free throw good from Stockton Christensen. And now a 12-point lead. 41.8 remaining in the Diggers on their way to their first region win of the season. Naliai to Peterson. And Peterson can't get that 3 to go. Lowry with the board. He goes up and scores. Lowry was saddled with foul trouble early in the game. He's got 12 points. 64-54 as Christensen's fouled by Mizrahi. There'll be 2 more free throws for Christensen. First free throw good. And the second good as well. 66-54, 23 seconds remaining. Down the floor with the Jags, a tough loss. Coach Briggs and his crew. As the shot goes begging, and Monson will go to the line and shoot 2 with 12.3 remaining. Quick up the floor with Winberg, 10 seconds. Winberg for 3 and hits. 5 seconds remaining. And ahead, and that'll do it. First region win for the Diggers. Final score, Beetdiggers 68, Jags 57. Stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up and our Nudge Player of the Game selection. And welcome back to Jordan High School. Again, our final score, the Beetdiggers 68 and the Jaguars 57, and a nice win and the first region win of the season for the Beetdiggers, getting a nice game out of Tanner Monson, who had 28 points in the ball game. Hayward had 17 in a nice shooting night for the Diggers. On the other side for the Jaguars, really never got their offense going consistently. Peterson had a couple of threes in the fourth quarter, but really never really got things settled and moving for the Jaguars. Our Nudge Player of the game, last one to go to Tanner Monson, 28 points. He had the first 5 points of the ball game, played very well throughout it, and able to get the Diggers off the schneid. We talked about in our open to get their first region win. Of course, those region wins get you into the state tournament. Let's see if it turns things around for Jordan heading into the second round of region play with his big play tonight. Well, again, our final score, the Beetdiggers 68, the Jaguars 57. Our Nudge Player of the game goes to Tanner Monson. And Nudge, with over 500 employees, is one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. To learn more about Nudge and their community outreach programs, go to www.nudge.com. Again, our final score, Beetdiggers 68, Jaguars 57. For Vince Francis, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching High School Rewind, only on Xfinity On Demand.